Hello, and welcome back to Control. We just started the game in the previous episode. We play as Jesse. 17 years ago, there was some event in a town called Ordinary, and I assume her brother Dylan disappeared. Uh, but there were some traces of Federal Bureau of Control, and Jesse started to pursue those traces and try to find out what happened to her brother. There is also some mysterious entity that helps Jesse, uh, surely because of some benevolent um, motivation. So nothing suspicious about that part. Um, and yeah, Jesse found entrance to the Federal Bureau of Control, and she apparently maybe became a director of this place all of a sudden. Uh, yeah, the development was rather swift, but it is what it is, I guess. Mr. Governor, I called the police, but they never come to my house. I got a problem, and you got to send folk to fix it. I got my wife, one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not a real fish, it sings when you hit a button, but it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs, says lots of cuss words. The devil got in my house cause of the fish, and you got to come handle it. My wife is real upset. Where, when can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. I am terrible. I'm terribly sorry if I will either yawn or mispronounce words. It is a little bit late for me when I recorded, so naturally I am not in my most optimal condition to do that. But the game is uh, captivating, so I decided to go for another episode. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters came to us from various places and times gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine supernatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connection to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell. Oops, wrong button. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday, currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading! Oh?
Stepping to the FBC has lots to do, there's lots to read, but you don't dash and don't scream much. Let's join the Treasure Kids. Let's join the Treasure Kids.
Hey, Meg! What's wrong?
My mom's dead.
I'm so sorry, Meg. What happened?
I don't know. They blacked it out.
It's like the director says, confidential and children don't start with C.
The director's a puppet. They run for person.
Dad says my mama went missing in action. She walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Topher. We'll find your mama together.
What's with the creepy stare with it directly into the camera? Why? Just why? To whom it may concern, I am being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. Well, that would be locked.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Okay, telekinetic floppy disk, sure.
Communications. We're on the right track.
Okay. Maybe communications is upstairs. So I will first check downstairs. Okay. Alright. Sheesh. We have a dude with HRA that was knocked out by pneumatubes. Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Samson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title Unless Hugh could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers in guns space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade City Planet and convert the entire population using those brain worms? And that space dogfight between those two ace pilots? Sign me up! What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. I feel like I might need to go there next. So let me instead check the upstairs. Welcome to the comms department. Some dude with mustache. Okay, that is just the thing. Do I have fall damage here? Not clear.
An object of power. Like the hiss of lashed on wood. We need to cleanse it.
Okay, that might not be the way towards it. Sheesh. Oh, is that a floppy drive? Launch telekinesis?
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Okay, it's not release. It's like push it. Press E to launch the thing. The cube thingamajig. The heat is burning in the secret base. You must stop them, Director. Okay.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like
Particularly
you wanted,
effective
right? This
against
will help me fight the
shields.
hiss.
Okay. And I assume that is the energy that is referred to somewhere over here, right? So energy plus 5 or energy recovery speed plus 19? Well, I do have right now like I have right now a rare thing, so let's keep it on me. His Ranger. Rangers are the Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces. Their his-corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during AWE response or threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. His Rangers utilize these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. His Rangers have no observed supernatural abilities beyond some being protected by shooting of dense His resonance capable of stopping bullets. Considering the advanced training the His Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, is it feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree? Or is the His able to tap into this combat training and utilize it? Further observation is required. His demolition expert. The Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weaponry. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. His demolition experts are the only observed His variations to wield the specially built rocket-propelled grenade that is designed to identify and track entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the His restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who train specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still, too many unknowns. I keep pressing F5 as if I'm playing Alan Wake American Nightmare or Alan Wake itself.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Let's see if we have anything to read over here. Another energy recovery. What is that? Cool. Is that a mini boss over there? Confirmed data breach. Last month, our on-site server experienced an intrusion by unauthorized users. After a thorough investigation, it was confirmed that the users only accessed a video file which contained portions of various Dr. Darling presentations. Investigators were able to track the users through their IP addresses. The following are the confirmed identities of these users: Patrick Stremtius, Rubens Nogueira, Arto Kolumaki, Christopher Muse Bowling, Jaakko Saarinen. These individuals are in breach of Bureau Code 91 and have been placed under surveillance by our external investigation team. Further action is pending. Some material and some personal mods. Alright. Then we have this place, which is also locked. And then it's only way to the mailroom, right? Aha! Now I have clearance level. Now, is there any way to identify the places where I have not been?
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's Suspicion Con. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below him. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
Oh, there you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
Cool. House memory, whatever that is. Oh, another control point. Sure. Or maybe because over there is another... Because that's where I might need to go. Okay, that's not clear, to be honest. But I have another clearance
This must
level.
open the door.
And yeah, mailroom, so this is where I'm supposed to be heading. Got it. Was there not a room that I could have accessed? What were you doing here? I just cleared this area. Yeah, maybe this one. Pay attention, Alberto, this is the last time I'm explaining this. Proper distinction of lockdown types. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all of the sectors by restricting use of the sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sector until the emergency is handled. They can only be lifted via the directorial override in maintenance once the director is satisfied that the situation is under control. External lockdowns are a bigger deal. Nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red containment breach based on some complicated system that security and research slapped together. It can only be lifted once A. The threat has been neutralized, and B. A high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. This process is not the same as the directorial override, so stop saying so in documentation. I know it's confusing as hell. I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understands how this mess all works, okay? And this is the kind of stuff that I cannot reach because it kind of damages me, right? Yeah, it looks rather nasty. So maybe from here I will proceed to the mailroom. just don't remember if there was something over here or not. I think there might have been some room over here. Havana supplements. Bureau medical staff personally evaluated the injured embassy personnel when they arrived back in the country. While the victims reported cognitive issues, dizziness, and fatigue, further testing by Bureau medics found intense cell damage similar to that of radiation exposure. Agent and research staff remained to take soil samples from the surrounding area but found no trace of an beyond the health issues of the staff. The communications department disseminated the story of foreign powers using on the embassy staff, resulting in various health issues that required the embassy to be evacuated. The story successfully took hold, gaining brief international attention. Weapon armor damage and house memory. Sure. Oh.
They can fly now. Great.
Oof. Oh, I lose my points when I do that. Oh, that's... I don't like this system. I do not like this system. Why do I look so glittery now? In certain light, this is very peculiar. Do I want to double check if you saved my collectibles? You supposedly did, okay.
They can fly now. Great.
Where is the guy? Ow. Okay, I thought I actually defeated him, but that's not the case. He just fled. His elevated agents display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies observed in Bureau para-utilitarians. Some prefer to change their targets, while others launch objects at them. Telekinetic attacks have been ineffective against his elevated due to their own talent in the area. They do not use any weaponry except their own paranatural capabilities. Some his elevated have been seen levitating while strapped into chairs. This is likely the result of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording in parapsychology. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? Is it possible that these individuals were bound to objects of power prior to corruption? Oh, it is possible, okay. It's also worth considering that his resonance can identify and express latent paranatural ability individuals it corrupts.
I have a feeling he'll be back.
Oh yeah, most likely.
Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
There is a lot of dead people. A lot of blood on the floor. A lot of pipes as well. This is a very impressive structure. Hotline chamber. Some control parameters, triangle parameters. Nothing particularly useful, I believe. Office of Head of Communications. And there is a hotline chamber.
Alberto Tommasi, head of com.
Oh, come on. Tommasi's ID. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. God damn it, what did I pick? Ay ay ay. I have no clue which one I picked. This is so bad. I believe I read all of these. So I read this one. These are portraits. Well, maybe I picked his ID just now.
The hiss got him.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
He didn't like that. Butte summary. A spate of disappearance was traced to a home of the city of Butte, where bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Montana. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity located at which had been connected to a total of disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching the closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house, days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butte home's closet disappeared during this incident. Okay.
The hotline can't be far now.
According to their testimony, the agents had been transported from the Butte home to a roadside motel named the Oceanview Motel and Casino and discovered a room key by performing a ritual. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel cord found inside this room, they were transported to the oldest house. The disappearance of the home's owner and the other locals of Butte have been attributed to the light switch cord. The Oceanview Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found in the Butte home have begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, light cords have been found in the oldest house located in the end sectors. These all access the Oceanview Motel, though how exactly this link operates is but the initial hypothesis center on the Butte AWE as a... Okay. I saw this picture already. And this one. Security log. Director Trench, Bill Everett, Carol Bishop, custodian. How often were they? Were these two weekly, then 5 days, then 3 days, 7 days, 5 days, 2 days? In any case, the events take place in 2019.
The Oceanview Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. Door marked with the black pyramid.
Oceanview Motel and Casino entry point. Catalyst light switch. The law of 3 applies. 2, 3.
Have we been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Janitor.
Hello? Anyone here?
Black pyramid.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
Okay, rule of 3. Okay. I do not like that. Maybe I just need to kinda run through this thing. I can of course do that.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tommasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline.
What kind of
reach Trench.
strange
Well,
things do we
listen
have
to
right
him.
now?
He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily.
Hotline.
I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. A conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a rain cloud making me forget. The hotline. I must reach the hotline. It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth. No one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown fire. They are the weak point. Darling's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised?
About what? What is he wrong about? What are we talking about? What is...
A director needs a team.
Okay.
The Oceanview Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Oceanview operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places. And sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in.
But there are so many rooms. And you're saying even the board, I guess, there.
Something's coming. The whisper's growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. A retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau, everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts. Dimming my eyes. It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling. I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid. I can see my hands trembling. I'm losing control.
What scenes? How many years ago, and what is the thing that Darling keeps? So independence or dependence? The Bureau / game needs you. Alright. Chill. I saw that one. What was that?
Alright, take this down. The situation...
Oh, it's this one. Yes, it's just the audio log. Okay. Object should be inaccessible for use except to the director. Object is a 1960s era red bakelite telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs redacted. The object allows the director to communicate with the board, I presume. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal something. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on a desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including but its origin remains unknown.
People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Okay, we're not having an easy time over here. Anyone else? I think now it's clear. Might as well collect the things that they dropped. Don't think there is anything particularly useful, but still. Let's go have a talk with Emily, and it will give us opportunity to use one of these fast travel points. Central executive, I believe. Okay, it's just a loading screen, so nothing particularly fancy. No, you're
Jesse,
making it cozy.
Did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it. I'm glad.
Emily? Let's talk.
Of course.
I would like to grab the thing. Thank you. Initial impressions. Analysis of Hiss Threat Part 1. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, alter items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jessie Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to that of the other Hiss that I have dismissed the theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done. Well, the janitor was also chill, right? Alright, let's have a talk with Emily.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tommasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that in the Hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
That's the Ahti, right? And he was also not corrupted. That does not look good. That looks menacing as hell. Upgrade and unlock new abilities from the nearest control point. I'm thinking that we will ask Emily some additional questions. We will have a look at the abilities and maybe at the new collectibles that we picked up in the next episode. For now, thank you so much for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. If that is the case, then please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, or otherwise let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.